If you eat healthy or good all day and then you walk in the door at 5 p.m. and immediately head to the pantry, snack while making dinner, still eat dinner, and yet somehow 9 p.m. rolls around and you're still feeling pulled to that pantry again, I'm going to guess that you've thought something like, what is wrong with me? Why do I keep doing this? I want you to know that nothing is actually wrong with you. You don't just love food that much, and you definitely don't need to get all of those snacks out of the house. Over the last 10 years, I have helped hundreds of women end cravings, nighttime overeating, and emotional eating. And there are three things that almost every woman is doing without realizing it that makes things fall apart at night. If we haven't met before, I'm Sarah, registered dietitian, certified intuitive eating counselor, and mom of two, and a former nighttime chocolate scavenger myself. Now, women come to me saying things like, I just cannot keep these foods in the house, or I eat them all. It's not even that I'm hungry, but I can't stop picking or eating. I do fine when I'm at work, but the minute I walk in the door, it's like the floodgates open and I can't stop. The truth is that it's actually not about nighttime eating at all, or needing to be distracted or get these foods out of the house. It's actually what's happening before you walk in the door that sets you up to spiral. The first thing that I so commonly see is underfueling during the day. Now, this one trips a lot of women up because you're doing the things that you've always done and have been told to do that are healthy, right? You might not even be actively restricting or counting calories or macros, although if you are, there's an even bigger chance that this is contributing to your overeating. If a typical day looks something like a Greek yogurt or a protein shake or just a slice of toast with peanut butter and a coffee as you run out the door, or maybe it's not even until later because you've gotten in this habit of intermittent fasting. Maybe lunch is a salad loaded with veggies and chicken, and then the afternoon, maybe you grab 100-calorie pack of pretzels or almonds or something small, a beef stick, or maybe no snack at all. It sounds healthy, right? But it's nowhere near enough fuel for your body, your brain, your stress, your life. And diet culture has made us believe that we can survive on very little. The problem is your body's going to fight back. So by 5 p.m., your biology kicks in and the brain starts demanding fast energy. That's the carbs, that's the sugar, that's the salty snacks. And that pull towards the pantry is not a character flaw. It's literally your body trying to keep you alive. The second thing that I see so often is that your brain feels scarcity around food, which triggers that emotional eating and makes it hard to stop. So if you've ever actively dieted, but even if you haven't, you've probably collected a lot of rules and beliefs just from living in diet culture, and those live rent-free in your brain and they run in the background. So things like waiting to eat breakfast as long as possible in hopes of eating less because you're saving some calories, no desserts during the week, thinking carbs are bad or avoiding carbs all day, Monday through Friday. Or thinking things like I had carbs at breakfast, so I shouldn't have them at lunch, or no snacking after 2 p.m., or no snacking between lunch and dinner. You might avoid foods that have too many points or calories, or feel like bread, sugar, or snacks are going to make you gain weight, and so you don't eat them. Now, these rules create a lot of mental scarcity, and the brain responds to scarcity like danger. So what it does is exactly what it's wired to do. It says, get it now, get it as much as possible, and don't stop. That's when you have access to these things. So the foods that you end up mindlessly eating or emotionally eating at night are almost always the same foods that you label as bad or off limits. Let's be honest, you're not overeating broccoli at night, right? So when you're tired, you're touched out, you're overwhelmed, you're stressed, and you're finally alone for that first time all day, your brain immediately searches for those exact foods. The chocolate, the cereal, the ice cream, the cheese and crackers, the Cheez-Its, whatever it is. It's not a matter of discipline. It's literally your biology and psychology fighting back. And to put a little cherry on the ice cream is if you're thinking, I'll be better tomorrow or just one, that sends your brain, that little tiny thought now sends your brain even to more scarcity mode because your brain starts to believe this is your last chance to get it. Get it all in now. I've got to be better tomorrow. This is why a few bites can turn into the entire bag. The third thing I see is that you might be physically full, but you're not satisfied. Now, all day long, you've been choosing the things that you should eat: the yogurt, the salad, the chicken, the veggies, the protein bars, or shake. But you skipped the carbs you actually wanted. You avoided the dressing or the sauce, or you left out the food that would have made a meal feel complete. That's when the pantry grazing happens. The chocolate, the crackers, the ice cream, the little bites of everything. Not because you're hungry, but because you never got satisfied and your taste buds are asking for something more. So the solution here isn't more rules or earlier bedtimes or locking up the pantry or banning snacks or getting everything out of the house. It's actually to do three things. Number one is to fuel yourself properly during the day. Number two is to remove the mental scarcity that triggers the overeating. And number three is to build meals that satisfy both your stomach and your taste buds. This is exactly what I help my clients do inside of my Undiet Method coaching program, and it's exactly what has led Shira to be able to keep Cheez-Its in the house for 2 weeks, not 2 days. Christina to find stale Oreos that she actually forgot about in her pantry. Angela to eat a small bowl of ice cream instead of an entire pint, and then forgetting about it. And Lindsay to go from binging on M&Ms every night after work to barely touching them. Now, these are just a few of the recent examples of what happens when you start working with your body instead of fighting against it. So if you are ready to eliminate cravings and be able to keep chocolate in your house again without it calling your name all day, I would love to support you. If you want to learn more and see if it's a good fit to work together, you can schedule a free call at the link below or DM me at Instagram on busy.mom.nutrition, also linked below. I look forward to hearing from you.